Today I'll be showcasing how to create email notifications using Microsoft Power Automate. Microsoft Power Automate works in tandem with Survey123 to automatically send email notifications when survey forms are submitted. To begin, you'll first need to access the Microsoft OneDrive homepage. From that homepage, in the top left corner, the 9 dots icon represents the app launcher. Click that, and you should see Power Automate listed. We'll click that icon to open Power Automate. If you don't see it in the listed apps here, just click the More Apps button to search through the full list. From the Microsoft Power Automate homepage, we'll use the left menu to access the My Flows section. From here, we'll come up to the top to New Flow, click the drop-down, and click Automated Cloud Flow. We're going to name our flow something intuitive, like Survey123 Notifications. We'll then choose a trigger by searching for Survey123, and we'll click the When a Survey Response is Submitted, and then Create. After initially creating your flow, you'll be taken to the Flow Editor page, which looks like this. You'll see your trigger when a survey response is submitted, and likely some red text below that claims invalid parameters. That's because right now, Power Automate and Survey123 aren't connected. So the first thing we'll need to do is establish that connection using our ArcGIS Online account. We'll click the When a Survey Response is Submitted, and it'll open a left panel. At the bottom, you can add a connection or change your connection. Click Add New, and then Sign In. This will open a pop-up that allows you to log in to ArcGIS Online. After you've successfully logged on to ArcGIS Online via Power Automate, we'll return to our left-hand side menu. Towards the bottom of that, you'll see a survey parameter. Click the drop-down menu there to see a list of the published Survey123 forms that are either owned by you or that have been shared with you. For this tutorial, we're going to reference our Survey123 tutorial form, which we created in our initial tutorial video. Now that we've assigned our Survey123 form to our trigger, we can go ahead and add our next action to our flow. You'll click this little plus button and then add an action. Then in this Add an Action menu, we'll search for Send an Email. In your options, choose the Send an Email version 2 underneath the Office 365 Outlook section. You'll see that the action has been added to our flow with a line showcasing the directionality of the flow, and a new parameter menu has popped up that will allow us to develop our email notifications. The first parameter that we'll configure for our email notifications is the To parameter. In other words, the recipient or recipients of the email notifications. It's important to note that this action is integrated with Outlook, so you can easily search for members of the Chatham County organization and add their email addresses. In addition, it's important to know that you can add one or multiple email recipients here, as well as emails that are outside of the organization and group emails that have been established for your department. Before we move on to configuring the subject parameter, I'd like to discuss the concept of dynamic content. Dynamic content is data that is derived from a variable source. In relation to Survey123, we have the same survey questions being asked, but we expect unique or different answers from those survey questions. So we can include dynamic content related to a specific survey question in order to make our email notifications more informative to us when we receive them. For example, we could say a new Survey123 form has been submitted by, and then we'll use this little lightning bolt symbol, search for attribute, and then you can find the question that asks, what is your full name? You'll see this green box shows up here. Now when this form is submitted, we'll not only know that a new survey form has been submitted, but we'll know who submitted it. Now that we've completed the subject parameter of our Send an Email action, we'll move on to the body parameter. This is where majority of your content will be included, and I've already created a little outline that we'll use to add additional dynamic content from our form. Quickly, before we move on to that, I'll just wanted to mention that there is a text editor in here, so you can bold and underline your text to make a more easily readable email when you receive it. Now for full name, I showcased how to find that here, but to reiterate, we'll go to the lightning bolt here, search for attribute or full name, and then find the feature attributes, what is your full name question, and click that. If you want to check and make sure you added the right one, you can always hover over and you'll see full name listed there. We'll do a similar thing for email address, search for email, use the feature attributes, what is your email address question, and finally, we'll search for pizza and use the feature attributes, is pizza your favorite food question? Now the body of our email is ready to go, and we're ready to move on to our advanced parameters. Under the advanced parameters section, click the show all button to see all of the available parameter options. First, I'd like to note that the advanced parameters are all optional, but they can provide some added benefit to use. The first parameter is the from or send as parameter, which allows you to specify the email address where your notifications will be sent from. It can get a little confusing if you're having your email notifications sent from yourself to yourself. So oftentimes folks will use shared mailboxes for this purpose. If you need assistance creating a shared mailbox or ensuring that your shared mailbox has send as permissions, reach out to IT first before using the email address here. If that send as permission has not been turned on, then your email notification flow will fail. The next two advanced parameters, the CC, carbon copy, and the BCC, or blind carbon copy, parameters are relatively self-explanatory. Here you can include additional email addresses that you'd like to CC or BCC on your notification emails. The next advanced parameter I'd like to discuss are attachments. Now, it's not easy to directly pull attachments from submitted surveys and then attach them to your notification email. If that's the goal for your notification emails, you should reach out to GIS or IT, and we can help you configure a more complicated flow to achieve that. The next advanced parameter is sensitivity. Sensitivity relates to an Outlook feature that allows you to assign whether or not there is sensitive content in your email notification. There's also the reply to parameter. This allows you to choose an alternate email address that folks can use to reply to the email notifications. Finally, there's the importance parameter, which allows you to preset the importance level of the email to as either low, normal, or high. All right, we've now completed our email notification flow, so it's time to save and test to ensure everything's working correctly. Now, it's important to note that you can't save your flow if you haven't completed the necessary fields in your trigger and your action. To showcase this, I'll delete the to parameter of our send an email, and I'll try to save. As you can see, you're going to have to fill out all the required fields in order to save. So I'll re-enter my name here, click save, and you'll see this nice little notification that says your flow is ready to go. We recommend you test it. Now that our flow has been saved, we'll go back, and where you can see your run history is down here. And the way you can test it is actually by submitting a test survey. So we'll return to Survey123, find our survey, come over to the Collaborate tab, and then click this little Open the Survey in a New Tab button. From there, you can enter in any data you want. Remember, this is just a test. And you'll hit Submit. And if you pop back over to your flow page, go to All Runs, you should see there was a new successful run of the flow. And next, we'll check our email notification to see if we like the way it looks. As you can see, I've navigated to Outlook and I received a email notification. So we know our flow is successful. As you can see, a new Survey123 form has been submitted by test, which was the name that we've put in for full name. We've brought in their email address successfully, and their response to was pizza their favorite food. Thank you so much for listening, and good luck.